Welcome back to your D.R. Horton Homeowner Maintenance 101. In today's segment, we are going to review your furnace. In your new D.R. Horton home, you are supplied with a sealed combustion furnace that I'm going to walk you through right now, giving you some troubleshooting and some maintenance ideas and tips to make sure that your furnace, both your air conditioning and your heating, are running correctly. Your furnace is located in your mechanical room. With typically all of our furnaces are supplied with gas. We do not use any electric furnaces, so everything is supplied with gas. But I'm going to start you off with some basic maintenance and troubleshooting. The first thing is your most important switch in your house is going to be your furnace switch, which is usually located on your furnace or near it and will be labeled furnace on and off. The only time you should really have to turn this on and off is if you're replacing your furnace filter. By turning this off, your thermostat on the main floor, which is a programmable setback thermostat, will be blank. There will be no power to it. So that's a great indication that you don't have any power going to your furnace to run either the air conditioner or the heating portion of it. Now, let's say you come home from work one day, middle of the winter, and you walk in your house and it's very cold. You go over to the thermostat and it's blank. Two things can be happening. Either the switch at the furnace has been shut off, somebody thinks it's the light switch or just turning it off inadvertently, or the breaker at your service panel is tripped. We will cover that in a different segment for your electrical service panel. So check those two things first to make sure your switch is on and your breaker is on. If both of those are on and there's no power, please contact your service number. Your service provider for your furnace will be labeled and located right on your furnace cold at return. Contact them. They might ask you a couple questions, but they're going to walk you through the process before they send a service person out. Now, let's say you walked into your house and it was cool in your house in the winter and there was power at your thermostat. Again, you're going to come down here, check the switch, check your breaker, everything is good. You have power at your thermostat, which means the system is running, but it's not heating. Okay, the next step you should look at is then your furnace filter. Your furnace filter provided typically with our D.R. Horton gas furnaces is a 16 by 25 by 1 filter, which is going to be located on the filter. Now, the day that you close, the D.R. Horton job soup will replace your filter. What he will do is he will take out the current one in your filter system, take it out and put a new one in, replacing it and dating it for your closing date. We at D.R. Horton recommend replacing your filter at least once a month. Typically, you'll buy the nice ones that you can buy at any of your big box stores, but we recommend do not buying a thick or pleated filter because it actually reduces the airflow or the efficiency of your sealed combustion furnace. And that will set off your furnace to not run, both air conditioning and furnace, because it has restricted airflow. It's suffocating, you can't push the air through. So by replacing your furnace filter once a month, until the life that you leave of the house, you're going to have a very efficient furnace. Now, how do you do that? First thing is you shut off your furnace switch to stop the airflow of your furnace from running. A little harder if you're trying to pull out that filter with the furnace air running because it's going to push suction on it. Once you shut that switch off, you'll reach down here, you'll grab your magnet, and you'll slide your magnet up. Then you'll reach in, you'll pull your furnace filter up and out, and you'll see it's kind of concave. That's because of airflow. So again, the thicker or the pleated filters will actually reduce the airflow of your furnace filter. So, pulling this out, setting this aside to throw it away, grabbing your new one, dating it, taking it with the airflow correct. As you're reading, airflow is going in this way, dropping it in, taking your magnet, and setting it back on top. Easy as that, once a month. Now, just remember when you're done changing out your furnace filter that you do turn your furnace back on. That way the controller lights up, you have power, your air will turn on, and the furnace will be ready to set up and go. Now, let's say you change your furnace filter. You check your breaker, you check your switch. Everything is running, but you're not sure why your furnace isn't running correctly. Well, if you call your mechanical contractor, again that's listed on your furnace, they might ask you to troubleshoot a couple things prior to them arriving for a service call. Because if they come out to change out your furnace filter for a dirty filter, they will probably send you or give you an invoice for about $150 to charge you for just replacing the filter. So they're going to ask you a bunch of questions before they come out. One thing they might ask you is, what is your indicating light showing? And on your furnace, you'll have an indicating light right here. This light will be steady or blinking depending on the operation of the furnace. But if your furnace locks out, if it can't get airflow, if the gas is shot, or something is not working correctly, that little LED light will blink at you. It might give you 2 shorts, 3 longs, which would be a code 23, or 3 shorts, 2 longs, which would then be a code of 32. Now, how do you check what that code is? By just releasing and taking off the top door of your furnace cover. You'll see on the inside you have a code sheet. And this sheet will list all the codes in here and give you information that the mechanical contractor, who is the provider of your house for 2 years, is listed on this. So they might ask you to pull this off and review this. And then it's easy as taking it, setting it back on, and turning the locks back in. And now your system is locked back in, ready to operate. You're not getting anywhere near the controls of it, you're basically just opening up to check for the codes. Now, a couple things on your furnace that you might want to know, and I'll walk you through those, is this is a seal combustion furnace. So you're going to have 2 white pipes that we will review in another segment that are penetrating the outside of your house. One is your exhaust, one is your intake. Basically, it's doing air in and air out. And you want to keep those free and clear of debris so air can come in and out. You also have your gas line that comes in as your main. Here's your main. Your main comes in from the meter on the outside through a shutoff. When the valve is with the line, it is on. When it is against the line, it is off. So I've shut your gas off right now. And now we will turn it back on. And that is the same also for your water lines, as we review in a different section. It then goes through a regulator. There are a couple T's that sometimes get added to your gas line for a future fireplace, a future grill on your patio, a future garage heater. But there usually is a couple T's here that the contractor will place there for any future needs, or a gas dryer. And then we have gas coming in from your range through a shutoff, and then gas going down into your furnace. Basically supplying gas to the system. Remember, if you ever smell gas in your house, please leave your house, go to a safe distance, and then call 911. Don't worry about shutting this on and off. Leave your house, then make a phone call. Now, also with you, your furnace will have the air conditioner that is set up, ready to go. So when you close, if you close in the winter, you'll have air conditioning right in the summer. So that'll be set up going to the condenser that is outside. This is your A coil. This is what cools your house. And then coming out of the A coil and your APO air, which we review in a different segment, and your furnace, is we are bringing condensation lines. And what condensation is basically like when you run your car in the summer, you get a puddle of water underneath it. That's the air conditioner creating condensation that we're then taking down through the drain lines and down into your floor drain. So it's not just draining on the floor, it's draining to a certain location for drainage. So that's what those are. Just try to keep those free and clear. And if for some reason you ever see water at the joints or anything like that, it's an easy call to our warranty department by submitting a warranty request to have the mechanical contractor come out and fix the fitting that might have come loose. Nothing earth-shattering, but just something we want to take care of for you. There is also an auxiliary source of your furnace that is right here. You can open and close this as you see fit. We at D.R. Horton recommend trying to keep it closed. That way when your furnace or your air conditioner is operating, it's sending all the air to the rooms of your house, because all your ductwork in your house is sealed. We seal your ductwork, so basically the air that is going from here to your master goes from here to your master. Here to your bedrooms goes from your bedroom. It doesn't dissipate through the ductwork system. So that's all set up there to go, ready to operate. It's pretty good, pretty easy. It's a typical seal combustion furnace, easy to operate with the controller upstairs for your setback thermostat. Again, for in this room, for your furnace, please remember your switch, your breaker in your garage, your mechanical contractor number for your 24/7, 365 days a year for your 2-year mechanical warranty. Remember, if you have any questions, please refer to the thumb drive that you received from your D.R. Horton salesperson, or visit our website at drhorton.com.